What's up, guys? Back with me to Smallville, Season 5, Episode 11, Lockdown. Okay, so this episode starts with Lex and his team working together, and he's like Jonathan Kent. There must be a dirt on Jonathan, but Lex like, have you ever met Jonathan? And that's when these two that's when a cop and a former cop come in and they're like, hey Lex, where's the spaceship? Where's the black and where's the metallic and gray one? They mean the black spaceship. I guess metallic and gray. And Lex like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So they shoot Lex like other guy and yeah, so Clark and Lana are hanging out and Clark all sorry. All Lana wants to do is make out Clark, he's trying to hold himself back. And that's when Clark discovers Lana's involvement in the black spaceship. I think it's black, they say metallic and gray, but yeah. And they're like, Lex and I have been looking into this. And he's like, how could you tell me about this? And he's like, you haven't, how could you say that when you keep secrets from me all the time, or something like that. And Clark, he's just shocked though. One would trust Lex with a black spaceship more than him or something, and tell Chloe about this. So when Lana goes to see Lex, she's caught in the middle of this, and she gets kidnapped, and Lex is down in the like secret place because he's down there, and he's like, hey, she has nothing to do with it. Keep her out of this. She has nothing to do with it. And yeah, and they just want to know. So yeah. So Clark and Chloe, they discover this one. He says how Lana's not talking to him right now. And actually, no, not that. And he's like, yeah. So they discover like a thing about the guy Greg, how he and his team, how his entire team were destroyed by the male and lady Kryptonians during the second meteor shower, and how his hand was burnt because of it. And people thought he was crazy. People thought this Greg guy was totally crazy. And yeah. So the sheriff's there, and the sheriff's there. So Lex and Lana are down in the like bunker place together, and he's talking to her about how he had this dream about how Clark and Jonathan were friends with him, and she's how he and Clark friends again. She's like, that's nice. And he was like, you were in a dream. And he's about to tell her about the whole them being married thing, when she's like, hey, you shouldn't talk or something because you're hurt. And yeah, so that's when Sheriff Adams comes, and that Deputy Harris comes, and she's like, hey, it was just a false alarm. Yeah. Then she's like, who would call a false alarm? Get yourself back in the game. So then she discovers Greg, and she's like, Greg, and then he points his gun, but then we hear a gunshot, and she only discovers herself bleeding, and she's like, ain't that a mother? And then Sheriff Am dies. So yeah. I don't know why she's saying that, Mom. Yeah, well, anyway, they take Lana to the place, but then Lana's like, I thought it was. He's like, it's not here, and she's like, I thought it was here, and they knock her. Then they knock her down, Sorry, I was gonna sing the you knocked down and she gets up again. Ain't never gonna take her down. Sorry, that was anyway. Anyway, yeah. But she gets knocked out, and then there's a bomb. Clark comes, and he knew that Lex was behind it. But then he comes, and so comes, and there's this like cool effect where his like super speed like goes through the explosion. He sees Lana, he picks her up, and that's when the whole explosion happens. And Deputy Flynn and Deputy Harris and Greg Flynn are arrested. They're also confirmed to be engaged. So yeah, I guess they thought he was crazy, and they wanted to see his Greg see his fiance. So yeah, so like so so Clark's like, hey, why do you tell Lexter? Why do you trust? Because he's like, because he's more trustful, and yeah, and that's clicks in Clark's head that he should tell Lana about it. But click something in Clark's head. So that's how the episode ends. Okay, so the episode was really good. I kind of didn't like how they killed Sheriff Adams instantly. Like, she's got shot, like, and died. Like, come on. Yeah. I kind of, yeah. I don't know, but it's a very good episode. I really enjoyed this episode. So yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. So I hope you like, comment, subscribe, because have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next Smallville.